Yo, what is up folks, TravisTG here with what I'm calling Black-White Greasefanginator in Explorer. It's a Black-White Orzhov Greasefang list with a bit of spice. We have our kind of core Black-White Greasefang package with Stitcher Supply. We've got Raffine's Informant, Professor of Semiology, which we have a couple of land spells for, but predominantly using as a discard outlet. We have our Greasefangs, we have our Sky Sovereign, we have our Parhelions. So what's interesting here, and if you look over here, we have Portal to Phyrexia. Obviously, super powerful artifact. ETB, each opponent sacrifices 3 creatures. Beginning your upkeep, put a creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It's also Phyrexian. Pretty cool, but obviously costs 9 mana. And then we also have a couple of copies of God-Pharaoh's Grift, which, if you're unfamiliar from back when it was in Standard, at the beginning of combat on your turn, you may exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, create a copy of it. That's a 4/4 black zombie, and it gains haste this turn. So 2 pretty powerful artifacts, which in addition to our Parhelion and our Sky Sovereign, we're looking to bring back with Refurbish. We're running 3 copies of it, and then we're also playing 4 copies of Invoke Justice. Which has been, I've been messing around with a bunch of different Invoke Justice decks. Put together a Velomachus list in Boros, Lorehold, Red, White, that I posted a couple of weeks ago. But here we're looking to, hey, you can bring back your Greasefang, you can bring back a Parhelion, and put Crouters on your early creatures to crew it. You can bring back the Portal to Phyrexia, and you can bring back the God-Pharaoh's Gift. We have like 7 reanimation artifact spells. It's worth saying the portals aren't super castable, and the Parhelions are a little bit out of reach, but these God-Pharaoh's Gifts, between the lands, like we are playing a Environmental Sciences for the Professor of Symbiology. I should say, for our... Oh, that looks weird. Okay. We have Restoration Django, which is dig out our planes, which are playing 4 basic planes here to find with the restoration. And so you can tick your land drops up quite well, and in grinding matchups you can actually cast the God-Pharaoh's Gifts if you so need to. And then we've got like a little bit of early interactions with Fatal Push, which we have more of in the board if we need it. And so we have our standard Greasefang combo package with the additional kind of like kind of jamming 2 things together here, playing Portal, God-Pharaoh's Gift, and with Invoke Justice and Refurbish, which, hey, play pretty well with the regular Greasefang package. The restorations, you can recur your early creatures, which is really, really nice. And, yeah, helps you dig towards stuff. It gives you a decent mid-range game as well. And God-Pharaoh's Gift kind of helps that out. The mana base is fairly straightforward. We have a single Takenuma as the one black, non-white land in the deck. Obviously, we do need quite a white for Invoke Justice. 4 basic planes to find off of Restoration, or Environmental Sciences, I guess. And then we've got 4 Pathway, Caves of Koilos, 4 Courtyard, 4 Godless Shrine, and 2 copies of Shattered Sanctum. So the board... Alright, we'll go through here. So we've got 4 copies of Thoughtseize, Arena Visual Bug, and then, well, so the Thoughtseize for like combo decks or control, when you want to take counter spells or potential hate cards. We have a couple of copies of the Wandering Emperor. We have a couple of copies of Sorin. Those kind of for mid-range matchups. Obviously, the Wandering Emperor also versus aggro. Fatal Push as well versus those aggro decks when you want more in the interaction. We have 1 Environmental Sciences, which goes along with 1 copy of Mascot. How do I display it? It's right at the bottom. 1 copy of Mascot Exhibition, the 7 mana, make a 4/4, a 3/2, and a 2/1 flyer. And then we also have a single copy of Path of Peril, which is kind of a nice little catch-all where you get a nice early Wrath versus something like Mono White that you can play. And you can kind of sequence around that. Obviously, your Stitcher supplies you want to die, and you can just play it before you play your 2 drops. Double Blacket is very possible. We have the 4 basic planes, but actually all the other turns do tap for potentially both colours if you need to. And then for 6 mana, you can actually play it as a normal Wrath, and just destroy creatures, which I thought was pretty handy. It's a nice card to have access to in the list. And then for some Graveyard Hate, we've also got 2 copies of Licensed Test. Sorry about the visual bug. This is... Oh, there we go. There's Mass Exhibition. Woo. Yeah. Exciting. So yeah, I think this is a pretty spicy take with Greasefang that kind of attacks from 2 different directions. And has like a decent mid-range play, and if they kill a Greasefang on time, you're like, okay, fine, we got some other bigger stuff going on. So it's like a Greasefang deck that can also kind of go over the top if you don't assemble your kind of Greasefang thing. Yeah, let's get into some ranked matches. Sweet. Fire it up, fire it up. The decathlon is on at the moment, and I'm going to continue making... I'm going to post 1 of each decathlon run, but I'm also wanting to do normal Explorer content at the same time, because I know the decathlon stuff isn't for everybody, but I quite like to play it, and I figured, like, hey, if I'm going to play it, I might as well record it. I think for things I'm taking like multiple runs. If I end up doing, I don't know if I'll post like a ton of multiple runs, just because, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll have time to do that and like keep up with the Explorer stuff I want to do. Yeah, I can like do a run without recording while I'm like editing something or something like that, which is kind of handy. All right, so Steel Courtyard. Well, So instant would be lead off with the Citrus Supplier. We have the Phyrexia Portal, which we just got here. I'd rather just hamper our opponent and just kill the bolt the bird, you know. There's a little weird. We're gonna hold the Citrus Supplier for another turn. And we're gonna make the Informant. Now we're looking to discard Parhelion, obviously, because we can draw into Greasefang and stuff. But hey, your opponent has. Here we can actually attack down. These lands aren't necessarily what we want to see. What do we hit here? This Can't Stay Away is actually pretty nice. We don't have a thing for it now, but if this thing dies or whatever, we'll have stuff to do. I'll get one of these Gullish Shrines out of my hand. I'm going to actually attack the Kiora. Basically, because they've got no acceleration now, they're going to have 4 mana minimum this turn. Courser Reflex. Wow. Okay. I wasn't ready for that. Okay, so we have another Informant which we can use to ditch the portal. See what we draw for this as well. Restoration's decent. We will get rid of this kind of as we want to. This is on 4. We have both of these. We get to bring one of these back later. I kind of like this, because next time we can attack that, we were definitely getting one past the Courser. At the moment, they only have access to 5 mana, and they've only got 1 card in hand, to be fair, and we know they're drawing mana after turn, which means if they have like a good card, like if they have like a Storm the Festival or something, they're not actually going to be able to play it on this next turn. They can only play lands on top of the Courser. It doesn't let you, yeah. They don't have a way of drawing it, unless like like if they had a card in their hands like a Old Growth Troll, they would have played it already. And even then, like, there'll be another turn before they can cast this on the festival. Courser is quite nice, though. It's an interesting choice for ladder. So, you have Can't Stay Away. But, yeah. I would rather Restoration. Let's not show the Restoration, though. Let's make some attacks at Fiora. This isn't going to get blocked, but it does guarantee some damage through. They don't want to block with an elf. No, I think we're just going to do this. It's not like the Courser attacking, like, ending up attacking me for 2 is going to do much on the way back. Make a difference over the course of the game. I say that, watch me pay the price for it later. And then post-combat we can play the Restoration. The idea is that hopefully they block one of these. And then we get to get it back with this. We've had a fairly slow start, but so have they. Well, they've also had a fairly slow start. But killing the elf was super crucial. They've been so much faster out of the gates without it. Importantly, so this next turn they're going to have 6 mana. Even if they just let the Kiora die here, they're thinking quite hard about it though. Which makes me think the last card on their hand is the Storm the Festival. Maybe they're thinking whether they want to block a 3/2. So they know we have the Can't Stay Away in our graveyard. They could potentially bring back a creature. But hey. Once we have a bunch of lands in play, we can actually start looking to cast like God-Pharaoh's Gift, or potentially like we get to go find Mascot Exhibition with our Professor, which is a lot more threatening. Or potentially they're just AFK. Alright, they're going to throw the elf under. They're going to double. They're going to block both. Okay. We still deny them a mana here. We're not the Kiora down to 2. I think I'd rather do this. Let's thin this as well. Okay. Cool. Also get some Nykthos, Old Troll they can now activate, so they have a pile of mana now. Extra Cure's not doing much. We need to, like, we can see the top guy in the library too, which is handy. Okay. I'm gonna discard the planes that I know about. Bring back the informant. I'm gonna keep this in hand, I think, at this point. That's a little weird. Let's see how I feel about Cat staying away and stuff. Pretty happy doing this. The worry is that they end up finding a Khan. If they draw this, we don't know what the next card's gonna be. Like, these creatures can both be blocked. Okay, they're gonna leave the cure. Oh, they have an extra cure actually. To be... Yes, I should have been too. I am gonna can't stay away the Raffine's informant. What's he through? 5/6. I'm gonna discard the Parhelion because casting the portal is much more backbreaking. They don't know about the one we have in hand. It's advantageous. The thing is that because they've seen quite a lot of our deck now, they probably have a good idea of what's going on. At least. Alright. Draw it down to 1. That doesn't matter. It's only a real concern if they draw. This doesn't really matter that much unless they have exactly Stormfest under the Scorched Recruit. So I'm not that excited in sacking our board away. Now that we don't have a thing to bring things back with. Also, this time coming we would have been able to cast the Parhelion, but like it's not like we're under a ton of pressure. This is really like a really very strange game. Cavalier is more threatening. So just draw this. This is also going to draw the cards. But now we are just going to be able to cast this next turn, which I feel a bit better. I think I might poke in with the Citrus Supplier. It's on the off chance we hit Can't Stay Away. I don't know if I want to... no, actually I think this is a good time to do this. To prompt them to like go for like can't get Tormod's Crypt instead of can't get something else. I'm gonna let that die, which is decent for me. Like the way we lose, I feel like, is if they get to like storm the first festival recur a bunch, and you can do that with one Kiora, but obviously like hey, it's an extra untap effect we're getting rid of. I think that's fine. We're not losing out on a turn by doing this.
Let's get moving.
I'm trying to work out why they're activating now instead of later. Okay. It's also not guaranteed we win win with Portal at this point either, I should say. They're going to find an extra Nykthos. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, sure. Fair play. Never mind, I'm done. All the life gain. That's it. So we have a Refurbish as well. Well, I think we're fairly fine to just play the one we have in hand, and then we can refurbish whatever we need to next time. This also nukes their devotion a little bit. Is there any reason to... I think so. Like I presume they sacrifice like Old Growth Troll and 2 crosses. thing is, they can sack this Cavalier, but they don't have anything good back on top of their library. Which would be another concern normally. I'm going to attach that. Also, I think I attacked down at Kiora. Try and... No, they've got another one. Well, with the Majoran Khan, this actually makes sense, I think. They get to eat our architect. And a 3. Actually, we'll see. That's when we can't kill the Cura, it doesn't make that much of a difference. We're just kind of losing creatures. Probably is bad. Let's see what they decide to get here. They could get yeah, I expect to see this thing that blows up the portal. Which is decent. Little do they know. And it's worth saying it does have an earth. Get a power token. Okay, cool. A play. So what else have we got to do? They have another Kiora, they have a Wolf of the Haven. They're gonna maybe make a troll. Seems decent. Troll's really interesting. Oh, this is cast, isn't it? Cast and attack. Oh, the Besagi? This has become more problematic than I thought it would be. They're kind of on the same line. We should have kept them. Quite honestly. That was a mistake. So they can put that over in the bin, or they can keep that over in play. Is that kind of interesting? Okay, sacrificing land. I think if it was maybe better to go get the Parhelion. The problem with Parhelion versus the green deck is that obviously Khan just turns it off. We should have refrained from throwing our board under the bus. Yeah, thanks. I was like, we can knock down Cura a bit, kind of grind through them, but they've been able to put enough stuff in play to kind of keep up with the back-to-back portables. Kind of wild.
Nature flows with vigor.
Okay. Oh, Worldbreaker also doesn't. Oh, this is like the worst version of the mono green deck for us to play against. Let's say. Worldbreaker is one of my favorite cards in Magic, actually. It crops up like every now and again, but there's like a couple of like flag slottings in green. People flip flop on what they play. But yeah. Fair play, fair play.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
Left. This exile as well. I think it does exile. This. Yeah, the next boss. Alright, it looks like we maybe lose game 1 here. Like, I think your normal Greasefang plan is obviously like they don't have much interaction for. But the green deck will eventually go over the toppy. If we were just like a step faster. Here we get there. As a Tormod script as well. This is pretty much lights out. Let's go Scramble. We'll say no blocks once. Let's see what our draw step is here. See if they remember their Tormod scripts. They're 3 reach blockers. And that's disrespectful. We'll pack it in. Alright, versus green. It's looking at like Fatal Push and Thoughtseize. I like the 2 cards I'm thinking of. They've seen some of the Artifact Reanimator stuff, like Cargo Refurbish is like fairly free. They've not seen Invoke Justice, but they can probably assume that. And some of the other slower cards, Portal's actually been, well, it's hard to say like it was bad. Like we killed 6 creatures, but it was just a little slow because we were casting it for 9 mana. Like it was never going to be on time. Twitch end, maybe it's not worth doing this. Going super late is not going to play out very well. I think potentially we want to just get rid of the restorations. Sky Sovereign's not great here. And then, dang. Do I want to trim another card? I think you need 3 Refurbishes because you need to be reanimating your win conditions. You can't be like you don't have time to cast these. I'll leave one of the Thought Seizers in the board. Thought Seizers is nice versus green because you can kind of shred apart their game plan. Generally, they have like a couple of early things followed, like a couple of ramp pieces followed by like one like good like payoff card for those. And like getting mulligan that. This we can keep. I end up playing the Bright Climb Pathway on black, which is awkward. Could be awkward later. We'll keep 6. Supplier plus Professor. Kind of down to get rid of the Professor. Well, the way this game is going to play out, we're going to try and reanimate this God-Pharaoh's Gift. Maybe bomb the fail push. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I'm going to play it like this, but see how that goes. The thing with the gift is that you need creatures in the graveyard for it to be good, or at least to have creatures going on. They do have the elf. Fair enough. Professor. And we're gonna, from hand, we'll discard the god. Alright, during the second justice is great. Could be a little clunky here. Let's see.
Right into battle.
That's fine. Maybe I think attacking Cure is maybe the wrong way to go about this. Okay, I have a Warfiller here. That gives them 4 mana. On here would be pretty backbreaking. Force is decent, fine. They have the Mystic as well, so they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana for next turn. The other 4th land, we're gonna have this around. I wouldn't mind getting this in. I wouldn't mind losing either of these, to be honest. I'll make these attacks. I'm gonna let them through, fair enough. This is the other concern, is that the God-Pharaoh's Gift does nothing. Which... yeah. Huh. I hadn't thoroughly considered that. They've started Storm the Festivaling. They have a Cavalier first, obviously you want to try and hit the Nykthos. They missed, fortunately for us. They're still in a pretty good spot. I want to play this. This would be on white. I gotta force into doing this. I'm going to distribute counters. I'm going to put all the counters on the Professor. Actually have nothing here. We will attack the Fiora. No matter the throwing the quarter under the bus scene makes like some sense. The problem is they're absolutely free to like try and double festival again, try and hit the Nykthos. They have a World Breaker to bring back. We've been a little too slow. So, sorry, something to talk about. Invoke Justice is 5 mana, which is many. And so, like, in the format as a whole, it is a little slow. This is the most punishing thing we can run into. Well, not the most punishing we can run into, but World Breaker in particular is really good versus what we do. Alright. Also reanimates it, we don't get it back. Oh, we're just dead. I don't think there's any point in prolonging that. We can make this a 5/5. It's actually into this. We can bring this back, get our appliances.
Now I'm salty.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy to chuck this one away. Okay, that was tough. Worldbreaker is a huge beating for the God-Pharaoh's Phyrexia portal side of things. Tough. We didn't see we didn't draw into like the standard Greasefang combo stuff, which happens. But all right, let's run it back. Let's try again. We also kind of do our thing, like we made a couple of like portal to Phyrexias, and they didn't matter, which isn't normally going to be the case, but hey, that is fair enough. All right, let's go again. We'll play first. There's a one of the interesting things about Greasefang is there's like a combo deck where like, the core parts of the deck are like, there's space for some flexibility in how you build, and you can spend that all on kind of like contributing to the same game plan. Which, like, hey, the Invoke Justice with Greasefang is actually pretty decent anyway. We're recycling. We are sacrificing some of our percentage points in terms of our normal Greasefang game plan to enable us to do these other things. Just bearing that in mind. Like this time, we have to just apply a Greasefang. We might just hit the combo, which is kind of the Greasefang thing, you know. Opponent is on a Yorion deck. Curious to see. Demons actually doesn't tell us anything. Likely to be enigmatic incarnation, if anything. That's the only read I have. Sorry, I should say likely to be I should be like to say likely to be fires. It could not be enigmatic. But the other fire decks tend to play Karuga, but there are fire decks with Yorion that don't play Karuga too. And so hey, that's fair enough. We'll pay the 2 life. We will force them to do their thing if they wanna. If they have interaction for Greasefang, there's a non-zero chance they just have Bonecrusher Giant. That does in fact appear to be the case. We'll crew up. You can have like an Abrade or something like that too. Both. Alright. And let's leave this at a pretty good spot, obviously. We did our Greasefang thing. See what else they're up to. Okay, we got a game 2. So these are Grixis colors, Dark Slick Shores. No, not Dark Slick Shores. Dragon Catacombs. All I really know is I probably want these thought seasons. I could potentially bring some Sorens in. Depends what we want to cut. I don't love the Sky Sovereign. I don't love the portals to Phyrexia from what we've seen. I think I'll cut 1. We'll leave 1 in. It's got upside. And I'm going to cut these Fatal Pushes. Then I want to find 2 more cards. They just ditch the Castaway Ways. Doesn't look like they have great 2-mana interaction with Greasefang already, because there just isn't that much in the format. And the cards they're going to have are going to be generally more hateful. So, yeah. You have a few other ways to bring it back, still. We'll know a little bit more after game 2, if they win, as to what we want to be bringing in the matchup. Okay. Thoughtseize, Informant, Greasefang, solid. Do I want to hold this Thoughtseize? This is a good question. Then we draw for our turn. I could still be potentially wrong on all accounts, like playing like Great Accessory Yorion or something like that. They're on a mulligan, which makes me want to cast this Thoughtseize on turn 1. Nice, down to again. I have a courtyard. I think I'm going to do this. Like, we have a cover of things to do. Trial of Ambition. Narset. I think I just take the Narset. So, get rid of one of the trials. 1 trial, 2 trial. The Narset's up some of our like card draw stuff here. But taking trial means they have to basically use 1 to burn the filament away anyway. Means they don't have any removal currently for Greasefang. They currently only have 2 lands as well, which is like, okay, fair enough. Okay, now we know they have 3 lands. Alright. Any play. And we'll Informant. So we can find the down land, which, you know, what it is. I should have probably discarded that Garbage Shrine. This is totally reasonable. Are they going to trial here? And trial does imply enigmatic incarnation, even though they currently can't cast. Like, I guess it could just be like stuff. I want to cast a supplier first. Alright, we got nothing. But we can make Greasefang next time if we've got anything else to do. Not hit anything for the Refurbish. Just the point, or we make the Greasefang with how to do stuff with it. Now they can go Fires plus Narset. This could get a little awkward. We can at least force it off the battlefield if we want to find things for it. We'll see what they actually reveal here. Chandra. And it just seems fine. Ooh. This lets us kind of go big. This Chandra just comes down and kills the Greasefang, right? We attack here so that they have to sack it off if they want to. So, if I play the Greasefang out, they go Chandra down, tick on it. We're still going to have Refurbish. We've still got Restoration. If you go Restoration, or Restoration brings back the Ravines Informant, I think that sells me on it. We'll play the land they know about. This is fine. Also, if we draw an artifact card, it gives us a discard outlet to then get the Greasefang going. Alright, Elder Board's a odd one. I love this card. This is like one of my favorite cards when it was a standard. So they have a Chandra, they have a plus.
I know I'm on track. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Oh, Anger, they can't make that. Okay. The way they're stopping to think about it, it sounds like one of these 2 cards will land. We'll see. Okay, nice as spell control I go to. The stops us drawing cards, lets them dig further.
I have just the trick for this.
Stable, sure. Alright, we're gonna discard a Bright Climb. No. We'll discard Godless Shrine. Informant just lets us discard. Well, we'll Stitch a Supplier instead. Not a big hit, to be fair. Hmm. And this here.
Reckless and
Did it grab your in? I've had the Greasefang to play. A little unlucky with the cards email. We can't really like complain too much. I expect to hit all the time. This is pretty telegraphed, obviously. It just shows what else they do. Yes, they don't have the fifth land then. I thought maybe they did, and that's why they were like, "Oh, we can't cast this because we didn't do the Chandra thing." So Fable gives them something in play as well they can block with. Attacks both of these. Attacking him is kind of miserable. Well, we're gonna attack these at one planeswalker. I'd rather get the Narset off the battlefield just because it stops our Fiend's Informant. We'll see. I expect one of these to get blocked.
This is overwhelming.
We know that we can get the Greasefang back, potentially. Alright, well. Kind of interesting. Let's put this in play. I'll play the pathway. This is open to like cast Akamino next turn or something. We can also just crew this if they don't entrap on the board. That forces some action on their path. On their part. I get to loot now, which is easy. They probably get to find a fifth land, which lets them play out these cards, which are obviously pretty good. Reset the Planeswalkers is also not bad. It gets the Narset back on 5 counters, which protects it for a little bit longer. So they can't use it again this turn at least. Okay, they're actually going to pitch the Orin away. Interesting. Nicol Bolas. This does look just to be. Yeah. As well, I just assume it's just Grixis colors. That's pretty sweet. I love a good Eldest Reborn. Okay.
Yup.
I'm gonna plus, they hit Nicol Bolas the Ravager. Interesting. They have a way to stop us crewing. We obviously have the Refuse Informant anyway. We can't, we get stopped from, well, sort of stopped on the connive stuff. They're gonna do damage to us, so maybe they're gonna cast the Eldest Reborn here. Out of necessity. Or potentially they have another thing. They have 3 unknown cards. Eldest Reborn does stop us crewing, technically, currently. Yeah. This could go one of a couple of ways. Milling or I don't know. Hit 3, yeah. A little unfortunate. Okay, they need Yori from hand to cast. That's pretty. So they get to reset Chandra to 4. Reset Narset. Kill our creature. And then also.
I shall miss
Oh.
it. That was a disaster.
Okay, they actually did blink the Eldest Reborn. They lose a bit of value because I don't get this reanimate if that's a bit later. But maybe they just want to. Now they get to either get an Orion back or something else. This has been pretty bad. Board activate. Cut off from drawing with it. Yeah. I should say go. I'm gonna cast this. You can't cast it and attack an enemy. Problem. Me attacking him this time, basically. I'm gonna play the land. Just got this. Hmm. We are pretty lost here. Yeah. I was not prepared for the Orion from hand. That's fair enough. That's 2 damage to face. We're nearly dead on board. We're gonna have one more turn of that.
Keep an open mind.
Get here. Extinction event, sure thing. That's what it's effects. They're not gonna do that. Fair. So yeah, we have some decent attack decks. Like Divine Intervention's actually it's not quite lethal. I'm attacking anyway. Okay. Get back Greasefang. Refurbish Greasefang. We don't have a. There's not another. So can I exile all the. Can I exile all evens? We just dead to the Yorian. Yeah, we are just dead to Yorian, right? We can kill the Planeswalkers. Oh, sorry, we're dead to Yorian if they cast the Extinction event. Oh.
Whatever. Figure it out on your own.
Get rid of some of these.
This was overwhelming.
Oh no, this is the one that says in play. Oh my gosh, no. I completely punted. Oh, I mean, we're still dead, but would we have been? Oh gosh, I forgot that. Yeah, we kept the permanent Hellion that stays in play. We best crew again. I was about to cast this. Oh, I'm so. I mean, this is a hard game to win. Maybe they just don't want to extinction event though. Oh, stupid. Alright, well. We can still crew with the tokens. Maybe that's better, even? Can't even see what's going on here. Okay, so I'm gonna blink. So they're not attacking the Orion. They've not kept the non-subject. They've not kept the. I'm a little confused. We punted a little bit. And we actually can't crew with the Parhelion either. Because this is CMC8. If we crew it, it just gets exiled to this. Oh, when did I cast it? Is that it? This is so strange. I don't know what they have here. Yeah, I messed this up. Let's see. So they have. We're not actually out of the woods yet. We're quite a long way. They're gonna cast Extinction Event still. Alright. I get everything back. Get a token. We sacrifice a creature. Professor do anything? I didn't think so. It gets a max exhibition. Potentially. Yeah, if you have a card, it doesn't. Such a weird game. They block here, go down. Well, they take 9, go down to 8. Then we keep a token, we use a token, we get to play the Professor. We still have the ability to accrue. We shouldn't be in this game, we just get away. But I'll grab the Mask Exhibition now. On the off chance we draw a land next turn. And yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't play that Greasefang before. Alright. I'm gonna stop getting tilted by that and carry on playing as normal. Put it at the back of our mind. Built this game. Oh, we actually win that. Okay. Well, hey. Glorious. As I say, I don't think I've actually played a game of ranked since the reset. The Karuga video I recorded like end of December. Huh. Alright. Got a whole ladder climb. I'm gonna play one more match. We're currently at 47 minutes. We'll see, we'll see. It's a weird one. I want to like showcase as many matchups as possible, get some matches in, but also don't want the videos to be too long. There's also like a weird thing with the YouTube algorithm, which I'm not super fussed about. But if like average view time is like a thing that matters for growth and stuff, then it's like okay, I'd rather do what you want to see. And I know there are definitely people that want to watch like all of this, and you're the people I want to make like. You're the reason I'm making the content, so thank you very much. Yeah, that's why I'm going to continue making like an hour. I think one of the decathlon videos I uploaded is actually like an hour and 20 minutes. Okay. Aggros. Oh well, white aggros can be tough if they can kill you quickly without you being able to assemble like combo things. As it is, like we have Justice. Just in case we're going to have time to use it. The supplier again. They've seen the portal now. They kind of know that some things are kind of up. So we're blocking this turn and get the restoration. It's a restoration next turn. Maybe don't get to restoration next turn. The Thalia is pretty bad breaking as well. You're okay, so versus mono white, you're incentivized to block while you can because they will have 4 copies of Brave Elements in their main deck. Like at the minute we're still at 20. We block here, next time we're taking like 7. But if you don't block now, potentially you just don't get to block. And obviously we are interested in putting cards in our graveyard. Yeah, we see I can't stay away. Fair enough. This at least gives us something to do with our turn. Even if it's not great overall. So we can environmental sciences here. We can get environmental sciences, but the environmental sciences cost us 3 mana. And at that point we're paying 3 mana, which is our tie next turn to put our 4th land into play. Meanwhile, they're going to be hitting us for a lot of damage. This does gain us life. Problem is this costs 6. It's basically like if we discard and then we draw into a land, then obviously it's a lot better. I think we have to, because then we can cast the Restoration next turn. If we cast the Restoration the turn afterwards, then we're taking. Oh, let's go outside. So there's a slow chance. Okay, that's actually not that bad. The plays the player out. That at least also gets to block. Right, we got over some lands. It gives us 2 chances of drawing a land. One off the Professor, and then another one for our turn. To find a land for this. I mean, they prevented an opportunity to double. You really not seeing? I presume they've chosen this. It's on the Thalia. No, we'll try it. If they have the Brave Element, I think that's okay. We're still not dead on the attack next turn, at least to our knowledge. We could be dead, but we hope that we're not. Interesting. They do the Brave Elements. That's okay. Like, get it out now. Then on like the crucial time where we're either dead or not dead. 3, 6, 8, 9, 10. Still we draw here. If we don't draw a land, we're dead. I think that if we... This is effectively the same. Oh, it's not the same. It's far from the same. Discard by Alien. If we find Greasefang, that also does it. That's a reason to put it this way around. Okay, so if they have another Thales F7, we're nearly dead to next time. 4, 9, 12, 15? Yeah. If they have a Thales and his last card in hand, then we're like almost dead to their attack. I think in this position we just take 5 because we can block more than 3 damage on one of these. I think that's okay. So we're not trading. At this point, we're looking for pretty much Greasefang. Alright, 4th land is... The problem is that just... 4th land gets us the 5th land. Now we're kind of praying a little. We don't have a ton of Mantis Thalia. That is one of the things. We're only playing 2 copies of Fatal Push in the main deck. There's some more on the sideboard. We will get to those. We'll see. Surely it's activate here. Suddenly I see. Brutal Cathart is lethal damage. Alright. So we get to bring in the Fatal Pushes, the Wandering Emperors, the Path of Peril. I think the things that we want. These portals are decent. The God's Phyrexia's Gifts are less so. I'm tempted to cut these. I find I think especially with training things off early, it's kind of what we're trying to do with that. So, with the cast stairways are pretty bad. The Django's are very, very slow. I don't mind cutting a couple of these. I think we go 1, 2. I'm gonna cut a copy. Alright. We'll roll in like this. See if we can get one. Looking to hit our Greasefang combo if possible here. We have some like good play if we don't. Thalia is particularly problematic. This is decent. We have to three Greasefang. And presuming we hit a land. We will still stitch the play out, of course. Put in the graveyard could mean good things later. Could not. Initiate. Hold. And a Professor. Gonna discard a copy of Pahelion. I'll put my blocks here. Have a Bodyguard. Oh mate, at least took on one land. The one land there. And we do have the Greasefang on time. Okay, so that settles game 2. Fair enough, we did our normal Greasefang thing. We'll roll this back again for game 3 and see how it goes. Alright. Curiouser and curiouser. Current deciding play draw. Time. I wonder. Okay. Professor, we have Parhelion, we have Inform, we have Refurbish. We have Fatal Push for Interaction. I think we actually do keep this. Yeah. I think that is okay. Still Hopeful Initiate. Is fine. I'm gonna pass. Let's see what they play here. If they make Thalia, then I think that's fine. We want to kill a Thalia. We'll still get to stop the Hopeful Initiate getting counters on it straight away. That is alright. We'll do this now or later. Oh, now to stop us getting counters is the answer. Alright. Okay, so we've drawn into Invoke Justice, Inform a Professor. So you want an Informant first. Alright, Lieutenant gives you counters anyway. So the Pipe of the Initiate has the potential to interact a little bit. Oh, the Portal's nice. Portal is nice. Remove 2 counters from one creature you control, destroy target artifact enchantment. Obviously can pop the Parhelion. Or one of other things. As it is, we're now just looking for a land. We can discard the portal here. And then next turn we're looking to refurbish it. Now, I don't know if our opponent's seen refurbish yet. They're presumably wondering what on earth we're doing with these portals of Phyrexia in our deck. It looks like we're going to get to do our thing. We get to do this. We'll discard the PPG. We'll discard the Parhelion. The best bit about this is if they play a creature, we get to Brutal Cathar it. Alright, we do not get to do that. Interesting. This is still pretty decent, I think. Do we Mascot Exhibition or do we go for Environmentalist Lenses? God-Pharaoh doesn't do anything. The Justice does... Well, it has to target a permanent in a graveyard. That's actually problematic. There are 1 card though. I'm gonna exile some of my cards. I'm a Professor. I think that the God-Pharaoh's Gift doesn't do anything. Does it make sense to get the exhibition? I think so. We can loot these away. Maybe I should have looted this away. I know even better. We don't have good answers to the recipes for sure. Actually, maybe I'll attack this. I go on the aggressive. We're on 13. The Recruitment Off is actually the best top deck. They can also cast Alignment Veil to make creatures. I was so pleased with myself. Okay, it's a Dauntless Bodyguard here. They're going to come into the red zone. They're on 11. Obviously, our aggro plan's a little scuffed. Fatal Push is good. We don't want to Fatal Push these. Can help it. They're gonna take the damage. The stab. They don't know we have a fatal push. We have lethal on board. This only is a sword. I mean, like, now it makes sense to go 3 mana that. Brutal Cathar. Oh, it comes in on that side. My turn. There we go, land. Oh, I forget you can't cast this without having a target. I say go, let them make some attacks, then kill something. I think that's the way to do it. Obviously, if we hit a land, we get the max commission anyway. Oh, Adelin's good. Alright. Oh, and they have a Luminarch Aspirant. Okay. Are they sandbagging that? And now, so now they're gonna double flip the Moonrage Brute. I wonder if so this like chunks us down a bit. Interesting. This now flips. They attacks or something. Now we have fatal push online. Oh, now we have double fatal push. Interesting. Let's fatal push here. We need a fatal push for Adeline. We get to like draw a discard here though. First. Get rid of GPG. This shows all the creatures. I'm gonna make both attacks. They don't know we got a Greasefang coming down after. This is such a cool. It's not such a. This is such a weird game. I guess. We have to play life for this too. But we actually go to 8. They have Shepherd Dunes, plus our Ardent Mail, which could be activating. Which they have the recruitment officer, which is going to keep finding creatures. This might just be another brute. Luminarch Aspirant, that's not quite as bad. Okay, they drew Thalia for turn. Fair enough. Ooh, I would be careful about making these attacks. The Refurbish didn't do anything. This Stonewall's this. We need a land. Oh no. Alright. That does flip Brutal Color back on the bad side. Then we go Cat Athalia, cut Athalia. Oh, Thalia also stops. He's getting thinged. Got 4 toughness. They kill both of these? No, but they can kill this and this, right? It does actually just kill. Oh, it's so brutal. I'm gonna block the Stitch Supplier, but obviously this can mill our land. But hey, we can't really. Oh, that's actually the best possible. We wait. I think we should. The Instant Agreement, obviously, they're just getting so much value. This way, I'm wondering if I can't be attacked, is the thing. Alright, another Luminarch Aspirant. Are they going to keep putting it out of the valley, or are they going to start distributing them around a bit? No, they're going to start passing them around a bit. Depends how wide they want to go. Yeah, 3. They're doing a big thing here. Ooh.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it like water.
Let's exile.
My judgment is final.
Puts it to 10 as well. Hmm. They don't have the mana to Brutal Cathar if they find one here. Which is okay. We're a land away from the max exhibition still. And a couple lands away from Pahali. Okay. I'm gonna tick up on Greasefang and get a combat with it. Forces a block. They're having first strike means they have to put a lot under it if they want to try and kill it. Well, they have to sacrifice a decent amount of stuff, and they don't know that basket. They don't. Oh, I did play the planes, didn't I? You muppet. Ah, we should have saved the planes. But yeah, sure. So I'm gonna throw a creature in the way. We're gonna make this. Importantly, from this we get a 2/1, which we can then start pumping with Wandering Emperor. They could hit Brave the Elements here at some point. But they could also cut them out because we're not playing much removal. They didn't see much. But that seems less likely. We are, and will forever be, dead to Brave the Elements. They could go. They could make some attacks here. Curious. Yeah, sure. And fight through their creatures. The flying thing's all that matter. Take 4 here, but we can exile that if we want to. Obviously, we're threatening to have like lethal with flyers. So they have 3. We can just make creatures. What a game. Oh wait, is this GG? They can only bot 2 things, right? If somehow how I miscalculated, we can minus something more aspirin. Okay, we get there. Jeez, that was a rough game. Well, no, that was an awesome game. But we're super close. If you're still here, thank you for watching. Really appreciate you. Please do, if you're not already, subscribe to the channel, like the video. If you want to tell me how bad I misplayed, because we know I made a big mistake there. And let me know what you think of the list. Like any interesting includes, things I might have missed out. But it's something I'm working on. It's pretty fun, but also like quite competitive. Obviously, you're playing Greasefang, you're going to be at least quite competitive. But hey, it's an interesting take on the deck, I think. But yeah, other than that, yeah, let me know what you think, and have a great day. Pea soup.